gonna die. This clown is dangerous. I'll be right back. From what I like, oh yeah, here's the dog. From what how should I put this? My thoughts on like the trade-off between like magic weapons and just don't take too much mana into yourself, or you overexert your own mana as your magic veins might pop and you'll get consumed by your own magic, turning you into a demon. Why does it turn you into a demon? To be. It's a lot more bottle. Alright, just junk. Making me think of Code Vein's magic system. In what sense? Gangster might kill me. Dead. Blood? I'd say. My thoughts on like the trade-off between like magic weapons and like not using magic weapons is that using like infusing mana into like weapons, especially like more complicated and like broadly applying things, is that it just makes things very, very heavy and very unwieldy. So the more like enchantments or like power or like broadly or speaking or complicated your enchantment on your weapon is, the more heavy it is, and eventually you would get to a point where you just can't even lift your own weapon. So what would even be the point? Demons are essentially rogue magic, the form that your own magic takes when you are no longer there. Basically your inner thoughts and such, but in the form of your magic as well. Irrational and aggressive. Instead of you using magic, it's magic using you. I see. So it's as if so it's basically as if like a thought was given like the permission to achieve what it is, like achieve its achieve its namesake for with no regards. I see. A cooler box. Wonderful. I should. Oh, all the food can go in here now. It is also why tech users don't like magic users, because magic users can turn into demons at any time if overexerted. Such is a trade-off for power, yes? One cannot be afraid of one cannot be overly afraid of the consequences of the power. Now what do I do with these? Weed stew. I'm gonna die of overexertion though. I could grab a sleeping bag somewhere. I can't remember where. I also want like a different like a wallet or purse because this is very unwieldy. I don't need pebbles, rocks, barks. I don't need this in my inventory at the current moment. Though tech users can also turn into demons because they still have mana, just that their mana is weaker due to being unused and stale. Basically untrained and rusty as their body relies on it less due to not using it as much, like an unworked muscle, I suppose. Though calling it rusty and unused and calling it stale seems quite what's the word? Just flattering, yeah? Do I think... Bring me cake for my research. Okay. Do you think I can make score 335 music points? This is not my preferred instrument. I think you have individual experience with like instruments. So while your music stat can be high, when you get on a different instrument, the people will still try to stone you to death. Ah, well, it is what it is. Whoa, Ratkin. I mean, I'm a magic user myself. I'll hate on the tech users as much as I want. But aren't you the one who made the universe? Surely you have some sympathy for the other side of your world, yes? The fickleness of being in a godlike position. Okay, I don't know what happened in the last thing, but that was significantly easier. I hire someone who urgently needs to be taken to Yoan. Yeah, okay. Surely this won't take more than 2 days, right? I do. Some of my in-universe siblings are tech users. Mainly Unai and Jiraki. Though Jiraki uses both. Ah, I did not make it in time. Surely the senior is not gonna... Who am I supposed to be escorting? Oh, I guess they died. Oops. Right. What? Was there anything ever stopping someone from using both? suppose I was tricked by the by a false dichotomy, no? This is exactly what Fury keeps on warning me about. But tech users tend to use mechanical weaponry that basically use mana as fuel source instead of using it directly as magic, letting them use artificial magic. So things, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm gonna die. Leave me alone. I apologize. It's for people who don't feel like learning magic is as... It's for people who don't really feel like learning magic, as it is really complicated. Not to mention that tech is generally fancier in terms of aesthetic. Well, I was thinking about whether or not I would want to switch sides. And like, who wouldn't just want to pull up with a magic gun? Indeed. Of course, it's also the case that you could trick someone into thinking that you're going to use a gun when you are in fact about to blast them in the face with a different kind of a strike of a magical kind. This is essentially what Fury does. While she has the option of while she likes to present the threat of a bullet straight to the forehead, she also is more than willing to just simply blast you. What just happened? Ah. I prefer a more straightforward, I'm going to stab direct path though. And yeah, there's nothing that stops you from using both outside of the... Ow. Huh. I didn't make it. That was supposed to be a really easy mission. And yeah, outside of the fact that tech uses magic as fuel, while you also need that mana to use magic. Well, I mean, you could also just use it's from what I was understanding, it seemed like you could whoa. Junk. You could also just use it seems like you could use both, right? If you're using artificial or like otherwise external magic. For example, there's nothing stopping you from like, or if I was to try to use both, I would think I could store my own mana as like bullets, for example, for when I'm like not doing anything in particular in the day, if there's like downtime, and when necessary, or when I plan to use, or if I ever plan to come into like combat, I would just you know, use my own mana for spells and use my accumulated bullets as well, achieving a kind of, what's it called, like bonus mana. You're storing your own mana to output more effect. Of course, I'm sure that it requires us a lot of discipline to do such a thing. So perhaps it is something that is easier said than done. But you could also, but it seems like you might also just be able to buy bullets, right? From the way that was initially presented. Yeah, you can do that. Mana does degrade when outside the body due to how blood works outside the body as well. Oxidation and everything. Suppose it would take a lot of time to store a lot of time to store one's mana into bullets. Then wouldn't it be a end of a long rest kind of a affair? Might not be able to complete that. I wonder how much it would take to buy. Two tickets. Immediately murdered. Iron Hammer of Palmia Gilbert stabs you and destroys you. Yeah, so that's the problem with using that. Mana Steel bullets are more like an option as the mana is directly infused into the metal, though the quality depends on who's selling. I don't think I was even adjacent to Gilbert. He just... Okay, now I am. And now he stabs me. This is what makes being a performer the most dangerous job in all of I unfortunately don't know the name of the world in this setting, but there's just incredible haters who will stab you for playing not to their liking. And unfortunately, this is the only way to accumulate performance experience is by getting your brains bashed in by Gilbert of the Iron Hammer of Palmia. I should go to the Thieves' Town and simply steal this this microphone. Oh, okay, I remember. The milk only does things for dead. The milk only does things for like children. Making even one of those dream larvae costs like all of my stamina. There are a few factions that are generally neutral when it comes to their view on both sides, the Fang Hunt being the main one, as they prioritize demons over rude citizens, and they use sealing talismans as technology while using mobility enhancing spells. Is the name, was his name, dreamt of before or after Kanto 7? It was after. I like the name, so I stole it. I see. Are a lot of the demons vampire theme then? Uh-oh. So their outfits are completely different. Different, staring white and cyan. Not really, no? A mother. I think this is bad. This is a succubus. I just got outdone at my own game. What's going on here? Emperor Penguin on the bones. Gourd soup. Boiled eggs of mercenary warrior. Okay. So one of the best ways to accumulate stats, or like some of the more basic stats in this game, is by eating food. Unfortunately, some of these foods are quite impressive. Example, if you use fire magic a lot, then the demon that forms from you will have like a burning appearance and tend to spread flames everywhere. I don't think she's gonna eat it. Hopefully, before I end the stream, I will have this strange merchant as an ally. Perhaps it might be good to take one of the innkeeper as an ally as well. Maybe a baker. I wonder if there's a blacksmith somewhere. I think here. I don't like particularly use evocation type spells, as I believe I've like mentioned from at some other stream, but I am mostly like a fighter. For the most part, I like enchant my own body. So I use magic to enforce my own body rather than like use it to like cast like spells and or whatnot. It's really a 50-50 whether or not like relation goes up or down. Maybe I shouldn't have snuck the dream larva into our inventory. I think that this is a the Fang Hunt tend to also do excursions to the forest outside of the city to get rid of any demons that seem to be causing trouble. Most demons are forced out of the city if not dealt with, or they do it willingly, as wild animals also contain mana. I see. They seek what they seek. I suppose they seek mana to what's the word? Subsist? That seems wrong. Maintain themselves? What in the world was that? Fluffy. There's so much stuff going on at the map that like gets kind of glossed over because things are just going so fast. These missions are a lot more. Ow. Zergchild, the good shopkeeper, smashes you and destroys you. I knew the job was too much for you. It's not my fault that someone decided to to put me down for no reason. I was just trying to provide music. Yeah, they need mana to maintain themselves as they are magic. The Fang Hunt easily deal with most of them using as the ceiling talisman dampen magic effects by a lot, due to being really well made and extremely pricey. I assume they are single costs, yeah? I was able to see more information before. I think the amount of experience you get is dependent on how much money you make. So because I am no longer making money, I think the experience as I am getting is reduced. Yeah, each member carries around 4 in their waist bag, each being roughly 50 United States dollars, and they're single use. Most newbies don't get ceiling talismans. Maybe only one, as they need to practice so they don't waste any. Are these hard to apply? What is the restrictions on applying them? I need pan for my child's birthday. Disgusting race of rock. I beg you to kill 8 of them. They're like stickers. Just smack them on and you should be good. However, the entire talisman must be applied. You can't leave any corners hanging or anything, so that's why they use mobility and enhancing spells so they can get in and out real quick. I see. I suppose if I was in there, I'd just, like, pounce on them. That way there's no chance of missing. I suppose that would be quite impractical if they are indeed made of fire. However, I'd survive. I'd win. Surely even being made of fire cannot be hot as midday in Ayada. For a second, I thought that said something something. I am baby. I don't know where. I don't know how I would react to that. It's just a very dated like ways like speaking. Can't be as hot as me. Yeah. I like I've been wondering whether or not I should like design my outfit to be more like desert-y, because that is like where Ayada is located. It's like a desert kind of like kingdom. But I don't know too much about I don't actually know too much about like such a thing, so I'd have to do like extensive research. I have to do more extensive research. Yeah. I think it'd be important. Why Ayada? I think it's like for like hot climates, it is important to have like that your skin is covered from direct light. Oh hey, a loot. Just lying around. I wonder what happened. I think one of the bards in the just got like eviscerated by the guards and dropped his loot. It's mine now. Almost everyone ignores you. This is the music. This is music. Well, I suppose there was better. There's worse things it could be, right? Could be grating noise that I'd wish never to hear again, right? I'm gonna die in short order. 8 HP. Dead. It's not hard to kill me, to be fair. Or not me, but it's not hard to kill this character. It's also important for that, like, your clothes are breathable, though, so you can't just, like, wrap yourself up in... I don't think you can just wrap yourself up in, like, cloth. Because then you will die of heat stroke. These are very, like, obvious observations, but... I think this mascot is going to be the one that kills me. Usually it's the guards who, like, kill you for playing badly. See how they're booing? They're surrounding me. Ow. I'm at 0 HP. Who did that? The bunny throws a junk stone, smashes you, and severely wounds you. Actually, I think somewhere over here there are like panties that you can play, but if you step on the mines, you die. I don't understand how you play music this way, but there's a few evil... Did I almost die? No. There's a few evil factions, but the main opposing faction story-wise is the one that profits from the conflict between both ideologies, that being Foundation X, run by the most straightforwardly evil character I've written. Sometimes you just don't care. I mean, money is a good enough motivator. And for some people, it doesn't really matter how you get the money, just that having money is nice. I need to increase my... I need to increase my charisma to, wow. I need to increase my charisma if I want to recruit more people. I think that means I need, like, better foods. So I should be checking... Charisma potency. Probably should also be a motivator not to die randomly. Oh, actually, I need... It's not. That's not potency. It's charisma potential. Where's the baker? Here. Across all of my... his entire shtick is that he's greedy for power and just greed in general. He wants to be seen in everything, and he wants everything. His signature weapon is an amalgamation of a bunch of technologies smushed together into a ball-like object. Did he just throw it at you? Is this a... By the way, is this like a... Like, in what context is this supposed to be understood as? Like, a story? A game? Or, I guess, like, is this to be read? Is this to be watched? Is this to be played? Or is this just a, like a fun, like, thought experiment? Like just, like, fun, like, loose collection of thoughts? For your own, like, your own entertainment. Wool, sea pants. I think theoretically, if you have a strong enough hammer, you can like reclaim these for parts. But that's getting into the weeds. I wanted to recruit you. Will you consume the soup? It's basically a yo-yo. He throws it and it comes back to him. It's also some sort of controller that lets him tether objects. It also lets him mold the surrounding surfaces into pillars and spikes. It does a bunch of different things because it's a bunch of random technologies that he's either stolen or copied. I see. I'm dead. There are some weapons, some like things that can be used as weapons rather than Please eat this. Still gonna take a little while longer. And the universe is mainly open-ended with some story points in between to help flesh out characters. wrong one. Well, since I have an instrument already, don't need to farm for like furniture tickets other than for the tax box, so I could be freed of required trips to one of the capitals. Basically, besides, I'm not the best at story writing, so I can't make one long cohesive story, so I just make small portions that happen at certain points in time, while the characters just live their life in between, up to interpretation. I see. I suppose this would make for a good, like, role-playing setting. Is this the intention? Like, not really like a hard line of like what can or can be done, like a tabletop RPG, where like stats must be defined in order for a gameplay to happen. Maybe? I just like writing and coming up with character designs. That's also fair enough. A connected universe to like ground all of your character designs, then I suppose. Would that be a more accurate description? Ow! Immediately murdered. Frost Dalkudo, Garos's twin brother, has the most story I've written because he's honestly my most interesting character outside of Dharos himself. I see. I need a stone figure. Meat meal. Might be able to get this from... Might be able to get these from the innkeeper. Let's see. Fruit meal. Vegetable meal. Meat meal. This is like, this is how drop shipping works, I believe, yes? I think we have enough platinum I think platinum coins are used to go to trainers, and then I don't know what the rest of these are for. I think these are for like spinning a wheel. The cardboard box offers absolutely no weight reduction. Yeah, I try to make my characters fit into that universe, and if they don't, I throw them into my second using universe for safekeeping. Master Sleeper. I wonder if throwing the spiked food would be better. I don't think it did. There it is. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die of either exhaustion or someone taking out my head. Originally, one of my characters that didn't quite fit in was Zero. Originally designed to be a discarded god/deity, is now basically a test subject for Foundation X, kept inside of a computer simulating various strategies and war tactics. Zero's ability was extremely busted, so I had to nerf him so freaking much. What's his ability? He was put in jail. Put in a... 50 nutrition. No wonder I got full immediately.